Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
I was reading something where this guy, he identified as a transsexual, and he was suing like a gynecologist, but I wasn't sure if he had the surgery yet. You know what I'm saying? The surgery to change into a female.
Yeah.
So how is he? He's suing them because they wouldn't treat him. So my question is, how are you? If you didn't have a vagina, how are you suing a gynecologist for not? But I don't know the whole story, but there was something like weird about that. But he also was trying to sue like a salon because the salon wouldn't give him a bikini wax when he didn't have his the surgery yet. So he basically was suing a salon because they didn't want to wax his balls.
I remember reading that.
Yeah, so I'm like, what kind of bullshit is this, you know? I mean, like I said, if you're transgender, you're transgender. But there are certain guidelines, not even guidelines, certain like barriers that you can't cross. Like this whole transgender athletic shit. You got to admit, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're born a male, you have certain
you have advantages.
Yeah.
we was talking about this.
Okay. So, simple thing is, if you were born a male, you should compete with males.
Yeah,
that's how I see it. Or have your own transgender league. That way, it's all fair. Like, if there was men's, women's, transgender, it would all be fair.
Well, this is the thing many people don't know. Male sports, anybody can participate.
That actually is true. Yeah.
But female sports, because it has been scientifically proven, on average, male
that's the word you're looking for. Good shit.
Is superior than female
physically.
Yes. In basically every sport, there are the few exceptions.
Yeah, there are certain exceptions, of course.
Yes. Only women can compete against women. So if you are a man for 30 years of your life and then you transition to a woman, heck, some of these men aren't even transitioning. They're just saying they're women.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like there's numerous cases where these women still have their penises. They still have their balls, which means they're producing testosterone.
Yeah.
How is that right? And that's where we're getting into this weird space where
it's like Dwight Howard changing to a girl and then going to the WNBA.
But he still has his penis and he's still producing testosterone.
Right.
But even if he did go through a full sex change, he has a vagina now. He has tits.
He still has like
30 plus years of being a man. And any person who tries to tell you that a woman can compete with a man on average.
On average.
Because yes, of course, there are some women who could beat the fucking living daylights out of some men.
Out of us, yeah.
But if you give us the top peak men versus the top peak women.
In that selective category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me whoever the best WNBA player at any time in history can compete with a Michael Jordan? Can compete with a Kobe Bryant? What about LeBron fucking James? Have you seen that motherfucker?
It's true.
Or we go into fighting if anybody knows about John Jones. You think that a Ronda Rousey can compete with a John Jones? You are smoking the highest level of the good shit. And I want some.
I feel you.
This is true. That's definitely true.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Well, it does make sense. I see why people do it, but it's still dumb. To me, it's dumb. That's the problem.
It makes sense why people are doing it because people have always tried to have an advantage throughout history.
That's the thing, yeah.
But the advantage, society is accepting this now, and the thing
that's the problem.
Yes,
society accepting it.
It's because nobody wants to offend nobody anymore, bro.
But most of the people who's defending this shit, if they had a daughter and she went to MMA and got her ass whooped by a man who identifies as a woman,
it would be a problem.
Then it would be a problem.
Don't look at me, bro. I don't understand it. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, man. Be whoever you want to be. Just when you drag everybody else in, that's when the problem occurs.
Yeah. If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.